When the nuclear power plant at Chernobyl exploded back in 1986, grain prices went through the roof. Come Japan 2011, and grain prices slumped. Prices recovered somewhat later this past week, but the market still has the jitters. Here's the graph of wheat prices from the Chicago Board of Trade. The jump at the end looks overdue considering the fundamentals remain very positive, and that's despite what might happen further in Japan and even in Libya. Pro Farmer newsletter comments that local farmers face a tough guessing game for their next winter crop. Lock in these relatively high prices now, or wait and see what they might get in the bin and miss the good price. So let's see what's on offer at present. The ASX has New South Wales milling wheat for January delivery at $284, while WA wheat for the same month is $10 dearer. Both prices are firming after big losses earlier in the week. In Chicago, that price kick was helped by concern about the American crop and some big export orders. Soybeans and corn also bounced late in the week but lost overall. There's a strong rumour China has placed or is about to place a massive order for corn. In New York, cotton and sugar came back after several sessions on the slide. Cotton rallied limit up, which is about 7 cents for the day, to close just above $1.90 a pound, while sugar lifted. That's a new month contract, and it's worth noting about 10 cents above this time last year. And local spot prices followed the Chicago trend, especially for wheat. There's a whole lot of sorghum around, but weather concerns have helped firm the price, and it's hard to believe, but northern New South Wales is actually looking for rain to get some subsoil moisture for the coming winter crops. Now to the sale yards, where national throughput was down a fraction, mainly due to the shorter week in Victoria. There was strong competition too from restockers and the supermarkets. So trade steers yo-yoed again, this time up by 16 cents. There's a real shortage in this category, while supply is slowly catching up with feeder steer popularity and cow demand was firm. And the live trade is doing okay, despite the biggest bog across the north you could imagine. I'm told roads in the Kimberley area are a disaster. Demand from Indonesia remains very firm. Steers sit firmly at $2.10, while heifers are $1.95 a kilo. The Indonesian issue looks even further from settlement. Our Ag Minister Joe Ludwig went to Jakarta last week, ostensibly to talk about the live trade, among other issues, and couldn't even get to see his Indonesian government equivalent. Now back home, the domestic lamb market continues to be white hot. Good conditions have put quality at very good to excellent, and domestic and export demand remains very, very strong. The lamb indicator is now at $6.39 a kilo. That's $1.52 above the price this time last year. And I've just checked my Landline script from this week last year, when the lamb price hit $4.87. I called it Star Trek country, where no man had gone before. And since then, the price has gone at warp speed beyond Star Trek. It's gone up by more than 30%. Unbelievable in any language, including Klingon. Now back to Earth, where dairy prices have eased with the Japan problems and alongside an easing Aussie dollar, but long term, the prospects look very solid. And finally to wool, where the market continued to rise across the microns despite the Japan, Middle East and currency issues. The medium and broader wools did best, with China again dominant, but there was also strong demand from India, Europe and Taiwan. So the Eastern market indicator lifted 1.6% to close at 1,370 cents. And that's the Landline check on prices.